Uh, in this class, we'll be using short method. Short method to solve the following question under chain rule. When we are talking about chain rule, I've solved several examples on the real way of solving all these questions with chain rule. But for the sake of JAM students, those that will be writing JAM, those that will be meeting this in OBJ, that is objective, you cannot be using those long method. So let's use a little trick to do this. So let's go. Solution. Question number 1. Y equals to 3x squared minus 2 to the power of 3, right? Now, the first thing you are going to do is you differentiate the power. What do I mean by that? The y over the s is equals to, you move the power to, you use it to multiply the coefficient. So the coefficient of what is here is just what? 1. 3 times 1 is 3. Then you will write what is here. You will write it 3x squared minus 2. Subtract 1 from this power, you have 2. Then the next thing is, now you multiply. Then what you want to multiply here is, you now differentiate what is inside now. You differentiate everything that is inside. Then you write it here. So let's differentiate here now. If you differentiate this, we are going to have what? We are going to have 2 times, we are differentiating in respect to s. Differentiate this, 2 times 3 is what? 6. Then subtract 1, you are going to have 6s. If you differentiate it, is what? 0. So you are going to have 6s. So 3 times 6 is what? 18. So it shows that we are going to have 18s into 3s squared minus 2 all squared. So this is the answer for this. I hope you understand. This is what chain rule is all about. So now question number 2. Question number 2 is y is equals to square root of 1 minus 2s cubed. 2s cubed. And I told you, anytime you have something like this, you can actually write it as 1 minus 2s cubed, or to the power of this square root we are saying is what? Half. So now let's go with this trick. Now the first thing, you differentiate the power, right? So the y over the s will be equals to, if you differentiate the power, you are going to have half times half times 1 is still what? Half. Into, you write what is inside back, 1 minus 2s cubed. Subtract 1, that is minus 1 over 2. Do you get that? So now, then you multiply. What are you multiplying? You differentiate the inside. Let's differentiate the inside in respect to s. If you differentiate 1, that is 0. I mean, so now if you differentiate this, what are you going to have? 3 times 2, that is 6, right? So sorry, 3 times minus 2, that is 6. So it's going to be minus 6s. Then if you subtract 1 here, you are going to have 2. I hope you get this. So now it means that the y all over the s is half times what is here? 2 here 1, 2 here 3. So everything that is there is going to be equals to minus 3s squared into 1 minus 2s cubed, all to the power of minus 1 over 2. And if you like, if you look at the option, most times your answer will not be arranged in this manner. So I guess your answer will be in this manner. The y over the s is, now this is what you will do, minus 3s squared multiplied by, now you see this negative sign you are seeing here, in indices is nothing but 1 all over. Then you will be left with everything that is here to the power of what? Half. So it is 1 minus 2s cubed, all to the power of what? Half. So now your answer will be this one, minus 3s squared times 1. The y over the s is equals to minus 3s squared all over. Then what is here is the same thing as, s to the power of half is the same thing as what? Root s. So now it's going to be square root of 1 minus 2s cubed, like this. So this one will be your final answer for this. So now let's go for question number 3. Question number 3, still using short method. So it is y equals to 5 all over 6 minus s squared all to the power of 3. Now look at this. What is here is the same thing as 5 times 1 all over 6 minus s squared all to the power of 3. If you say 5 times 1, you are going to write at this. You are going to get this. So now if you look at this, I told us then that if you have s to the power of minus 1 like this, that this power here is nothing but what? 1 all over. Then you'll be left with s to the power of what? 1. Look at this. We have 1 all over here, right? So it means what is here is the same thing as 5 times 6 minus s squared all to the power of this 1 all over is nothing but what? Minus. Then this 3 is there. You get that? So now I'm going to have 5 times 6s squared all to the power of what? Minus 3. So it means this question you are seeing is the same thing as what is there. So this question you can also rewrite it as 5 into 6 minus s squared all to the power of what? Minus 3. I have not differentiated. I just break it down for you. You know, from here I can just move to this place without any of this. So I have to explain all this to you so you understand. So now we can use short method now to solve this now. So let's use our short method. The first thing is you differentiate the power by multiplying the power with the coefficient. Now you have 5 as the coefficient. So minus 3 times 5 is what? The y over the s is nothing but minus 3 times 5 is minus 15 into, you rewrite what is inside back. You are going to have 6 minus s squared into, subtract 1 here, that is minus 3 minus 1, you have minus 4 times, differentiate the inside. If you differentiate the inside, you are going to have what? Minus 2s. I hope you get this. So now the y over the s will be equals to minus 15 times minus 2s. This negative will cancel out this negative. 15 times 2s, that is 30s into 6 minus s squared all to the power of what? Minus 4. But should we do the answer like this? No, don't read it like that. So we can also say y ds is equals to 30s all to the power of 6 minus s squared all to the power of what? 4. I hope you get this. You know, this negative here is 1 all over, then it will be 30s times 1. So you get this. So the next question now is question number 4. Question number 4. Y equals to 1 all over square root of 1 plus s squared. Now, what is here is the same thing as you saying 1 all over. Don't be afraid when you see question like this. Look at this. Square root, I know square root is the same thing as to the power of what? Half. So what is here is 1 plus s squared to the power of half. Then I know that 1 all over is nothing but what? Negative. So it means this one is 1 plus s squared all to the power of minus half, like this. You get that? So that is what is there. So it means that this question we can write it as 1 plus s squared all to the power of what? Minus 1 over 2. So now this is what we are going to differentiate. So let's differentiate this now using short method. Okay, so now the y over the s is equals to, now the first thing is we differentiate the power minus 1 over 2 times 1, which is what? Minus 1 over 2 into, we write everything that is inside, which is 1 plus s squared into, subtract 1 from here. If you subtract 1 from here, minus 1 over 2 minus 1 is nothing but what? Minus 3 over 2. Minus 3 over 2. So now times, then times what? We differentiate the inside. And if we differentiate the inside, we are going to have 2s. 2s. So now if you multiply this now, minus 1 over 2 times 2s, now you are going to see that this one will cancel out this. Then our final answer is going to be s into 1 plus s squared to the power of minus 3 over 2. Can we give our answer like this? No, because of this negative sign. So it's going to be what? It's just like the previous one. It's going to be s all over what? This, no, you know, this one is 1 all over. Then s times 1 is what? S. So this one will come down. It's going to be 1 plus s squared to the power of 3 over 2. Now, is there another thing that we can do? Yes. We can say that y over the s is equals to s all over. Now, I know that what is here is the same thing as what? Square root. Square root of this, everything to the power of what? 3. So because from indices, if you have s to the power of 3 over 2 is nothing as what square root of s all to the power of what 3. So it means that this one will be square root of 1 plus s squared like this all to the power of 3, or you can put your power like this, or you can leave it like this, anyone you write, or s all over square root of 1 plus s squared like this. So the two are correct. You can say the answer like this. I hope you've learned a lot here today using this short method. Please share the link with your friends who might be in need of this, and please don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.